Happy Friday, guys. Good morning or afternoon. Probably be afternoon. I just wanted to pop in quickly and discuss something that's been kind of going on here. About just under a week ago, I gave my email to someone at work who was experiencing a lot of digestive trouble for a long time, and she was trying to buy some probiotics, and she was a celiac. She had avoiding all these things, and I asked her because it usually is the best way to introduce the lifestyle that I follow and what I've found to heal me. I always ask them if they've heard of food combining. Sequence of the foods you eat in a day, what you eat together, what you eat before, what you eat after. It all affects their digestion. So it's a really great starting point for someone that's following a standard American diet. So I asked her, she's like, oh yeah, well I've read about it. I'm like, have you tried it? She hadn't tried it. Some people do find some relief with it. Actually, most people do. If you've got, I know she'd complained of gas and pain, and the pain was always in the mid-afternoon. So I'm wondering, okay, what's she having for breakfast and dinner? Or breakfast and lunch, breakfast and lunch, breakfast and lunch. And so I said, here's my card. Send me an email if you want more information. I want you to look up food combining first and then send me any questions. So for the past week, there's been an ongoing dialogue, and I know everybody has like strengths and weaknesses, and some things are easier to understand than others. But she seems to really have a difficult time grasping this concept. Now, this is someone that is gluten-free, and I believe she's dairy-free as well, but she doesn't avoid much else. And I have a couple of emails here in case other people are watching these videos and they are in a place where they're still eating everything and they want to start that healing path. This is a great place to start. So the first email that she sent me, I'm going to have to give the condensed version because they're super long. The first one she sent me was, hello, nice to meet you, blah, blah, blah. I've been struggling with foul gas and bloating for just over 2 years now. I've tried everything, ! Except for food combining. Probably haven't tried everything, but you feel like you've tried a lot of things. I know how frustrating it can be. I've been there. I had digestive troubles for 15 years. I'm finally in the last 2 years on my way out of it. So she went on Google or something and looked up food combining and then came back with these questions, which really makes me wonder what her sources were. I looked it up and I think I understand it. I just have a few questions. For breakfast, can I do an omelet? Peppers, onions, spinach. What else can I do for breakfast to mix it up? Turkey bacon, eggs. So the first thing that you should notice, if you really got a good description of food combining, is starting your day with something that dense and something that's that difficult for your body to digest is making it so that you're not going to have any starches, you're not going to have any fruits, you're not going to have anything like that for the rest of the day. So you're really, from your very first meal, limiting what you're going to eat for the rest of the day. And the rest, like after a workout, in the evening or for breakfast, can I have a fruit protein smoothie? Fruit protein smoothie. Fruit protein, no, don't put those together. I use rice protein and almond milk with frozen berries and flaxseed oil. Recipe for disaster, especially if you already have a weak stomach. I'm not surprised you're having gas. I would be shocked if you weren't. I'm not even going to go into the other emails because this gives me enough content here. Take those first two questions and flip them. If you really have to have your eggs or your turkey bacon or whatever, do it for lunch or dinner. Take your fruit smoothie, get rid of the protein powder, get rid of the almond milk, get rid of the flaxseed oil, and instead have a base of, I would say, start with like 3 or 4 bananas. Start with that as a base. And then that went dark there. Start with that as a base, and then add other fruits for flavor. Add your blueberries, your strawberries. Add in some dates. Add in whatever, something for flavor that you like. Maybe even like, I don't know, like we sell at the store I work at, we sell like different dehydrated like super fruit powders. I don't know, like add blueberry powder, but get that base of bananas in. It's very hydrating. It creates that nice creamy consistency. It's dense in calories, fiber, just like easy food for your body. When I first came to this lifestyle, I thought about, okay, like my body is so broken, what am I going to do? And so it came to me one day, I'm like, I should basically go on like a baby food diet. Like, I'm not talking like, jarred, funky stuff. I'm talking like, what are the first things that you would give a baby as they're weaning off mother's breast milk? Maybe some mashed up banana, maybe a little bit of brown rice, root vegetables, sweet potato, squash, that type of thing. So easy on the body, non-abrasive. Think about if you were to put it on your skin. Would it would it feel good? Or would it be like gross? Would it put blood on you? Would it be slimy? Like, that's what you're putting on the inside. And our skin is supposed to be exposed to the elements. The tissues on the inside of our body are so much more sensitive. Think about that next time you try to put like greasy food in your body. Or like, say you're having like, I don't know, something that's deep fried. And that crunchy, that's gonna like just rub on your skin. Like, anyway, yeah, so breakfast, like when you're first starting to change your diet, start with breakfast. Start with the first thing of the day. Get something really easy to move in your body. And it might be like a while, like it might take a little while. It might take a couple days, a couple weeks for your body to adjust to it. Because depending on what you're having for dinner, that fruit might be smashing into it. And it might be causing some gas, some irritation. It might be trying to move things out that have been stored in there way too long. Yeah, so let's see what our next question. Well, I'll try to get through all these questions. Okay, so the smoothie, like get rid of flaxseed oil is not a whole food. Flaxseed is a whole food. Almond milk is not a whole food. It's better because it's like blended up almonds and then you take the fiber out. But flaxseed oil, like, don't do the oils. It's like, no. As a snack, can I have an apple with sunflower seed butter or a banana with sunflower seed butter? Again, fruit and fat. No. Fat and protein are pretty much like together in most foods. Fruit and fat, don't do it. When I first started eating bananas 2 years ago, I was putting the maple almond butter all over them. And yeah, it's really yummy in your mouth. But a couple hours later, you might feel sick to your stomach. You might feel really groggy. Your body is like, what is this? I am not giving you any energy to function right now. I need to deal with this shit. Okay. You can only eat meat with non-starchy carbs. Correct. Got that one right. If you must eat animal products, keep them away from starches. Keep them away from fruit. Which is, it would basically be a paleo type meal, but if you're still in that space in your life, yeah, don't mix them. Don't have like meat on pasta or meat with rice or meat with potatoes. It's so tough on your body, especially those of you dealing with digestive distress, with gas, with pain. If you've got pain going on in here, you've got some serious deterioration because the inside, the actual like first layer, doesn't have sense receptors. So if you're dealing with pain, then that's not good. Okay. Should I be eating fermented food? I suggested to her, do her own research, figure out how she feels about it. Most fermented foods have a lot of salt, which some people are okay with, but fermented foods are usually a non-starchy vegetable. So it could be something to mix with something that's a little harder to digest. It might help. I'm not sure where I stand on that right now. Once in a while, I have these unpasteurized pickles that I'm addicted to, and once in a while I indulge in one or two of them. So I have a jar in my fridge for those moments. What about lactose-free Greek yogurt? Um, so I guess she is doing dairy. I forgot about that one. I don't recommend it. Usually people do yogurt for breakfast. So that, again, is bringing your protein, your fat first thing in the day, and you're eliminating all those other filling foods that you can have. Does the avocado only go with starches like yams? Avocado is a special case. Avocado and olives are actually considered fruits. They are the fruit of the tree. They contain the seed, but they are fatty. So that's the kind of thing, like, if you gotta have them with, like, a salad, something that doesn't have, like, starches or sugars in it. So, like, if you're making a guacamole, dip, like, cucumber, celery, carrots, like something raw into it. Yeah. So no, avocado does not go with starches because it is fat. It's basically like nature's butter. Are Lara is okay. Depending on where you're watching this, you may or may not have heard of Lara, but they're a small bar that says Lara, and right on the, you don't even have to look at the ingredients. It says fruit and nut bar. Fruit doesn't go with anything but fruit. So nuts are that protein fat combo. So I wouldn't do it. Maybe if you want to have them around as an emergency food so you don't go hungry, if you want to keep a couple in your car for, you never know what happens if your car breaks down in the winter or whatever. Yeah. But there are other options, like having a box of dates, which is what I keep. Okay. Can you do guacamole with something? So I kind of covered that with the avocado. Canned tuna with something. Don't. Lentils with ... question mark. Yeah. So, like, it's, I don't know, that's kind of my maybe I'll go into, because I have like 3 more emails. And I finished off, like, today I sent her an email. I said, you know what? How about we just forget about everything I've said so far? And for the next couple days, just write down everything you've eaten. And every night send me an email at the end of the day. And aiming for, and this is what I always do if somebody wants me to help them, 7 days. Everything you eat and drink and otherwise consume for 7 days. Send it all to me so I can find out where someone's at, because changing the diet's really scary. And I'm not out there to, like, tell people to, change overnight, but you got to start somewhere, and the best thing to start with is first thing in the morning with breakfast, and you still have your other meals to look forward to. But you'll notice over time that things start reacting together. So anyway, that's my video today on emails and me trying to help someone, and it is a good reminder for me that, like, I've been researching this stuff for, I don't know, since I was like 13 years old. I was been reading about nutrition, and the first book I was fortunate taught me about food combining and that you could live on raw fruits and vegetables. And I know how you can feel hungry, and so get away from the fats and don't be scared of calories, and eat the heavier foods. Eat lots of fruit, eat lots of bananas and dates, and for, like, the later in the day, eat lots of potatoes and rice and things that really fill your stomach. Fall in love with food again. But anyway, that is it, because I have to head off to work. I hope this video was helpful for some of you. If you guys have anything to add to what I have kind of had as feedback so far, I'd love to hear about it. I'm not sure if I'll be here this weekend, so have a lovely weekend. Like this video if you liked it, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.